What is going on, everybody? My name is James. Welcome to the, as promised, FIFA Top 50 Ultimate Team Players player review. Or I guess top 50 in the game, unless there are going to be a few that aren't in the game or aren't in Ultimate Team. But this is the Ultimate Team review. I'm over on EA's page. I'll leave a link to this in the description down below, so you can check it out for yourself if you want. We'll start, and I'm going to just stop over anything that I thought was interesting. So Chiellini's gone down a few points, but his stats really haven't changed. Something to take note of. Andrea Pirlo, 43 pace. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Yet he retains his 91 passing, and having played the demo a little bit, I don't think that the pace is going to be something that we're all like, woo, you gotta have pace to be useful. I think they're going to be, A-okay with that. Xabi Alonso drops a point, even though he's moved over to Bayern Munich. I don't think it matters. I think you're going to see a common theme amongst these players that as they get older, and it's, pretty true, players, their rating should deteriorate. They're coming out of their prime as they get older, but EA really kind of takes a hacksaw to some of the older players this year. Casillas, you're going to see dropping. Now, one of the players that really is more or less in his prime right now is Cesc Fabregas. He actually took a rating hit moving from Barcelona to Chelsea, and I thought that was really interesting, especially with the start of the season that he's having right now. I really like his work rates, high medium for a center mid, the way I'll use him more than likely in a 4-3-3. I think that's something that's good, and he's going to get informs. If the start of the season was anything to, foreshadow what this might be like for a year for Cesc Fabregas, he will get inform cards. So there's going to be a lot of room for him to move up. I was a little bit shocked by that rating, but not overly. It's fine. It's in the end, it's gonna be fine, unless you're a Chelsea fan, in which case you're shaking your finger at EA saying screw you guys. But I'd act like that didn't happen too often, and I do the same thing. Javi Martinez is a CB this year. I was like, come on, please, EA, why? And to be fair, I can't really complain about him being made a CB. He did play there a lot last year, but had 53 pace in a CB, pending how he positions. There are some really slow players that worked last year, and we'll have to see where pace kind of falls in the spectrum for center backs this year. And now I was referring to center mids with Pirlo before, where having tons of pace didn't seem like it was going to be the most necessary thing in the world. But center backs, sometimes with the way there's certain types of Ultimate Team players that like to play this little over-the-top LBY game, and you kind of sometimes need a CBs with a bit of pace to shut that down. Javi Martinez at 53 pace does not fit that bill, so he will not get used as much. He was a machine in the midfield last year, and kind of sad to see him drop down. Compatriot Sergio Busquets, I don't even want to comment on him. Boateng finally getting the upgrade that he deserved. What's interesting is comparing this to the Giorgio Chiellini card. Chiellini has better defending and physical, and either one less pace than Boateng, maybe. I thought that was just pretty interesting, that Boateng still got the higher rating, but Chiellini's stats are going to be better. Now, the dribbling and the passing and that sort of stuff definitely, I think it favors Boateng. I'm not totally sure. But the 4-star weak foot, medium work rate, 6'4". He's going to be a machine, an absolute monster in the back. Juan Mata, this is a card that a lot of people are like, you kidding me? This guy's higher rated than Fabregas. You're having a laugh. I'm going to choose not to comment. I'm going to choose not to comment on that one. Let's see. Mario Götze, Toni Kroos, Vidal, check. None of these ratings I thought were anything special. Cavani, I thought it was interesting. He's an 86 rated striker. Is he ahead? I don't know. He's got really his shot, man. Woo, 85 shooting, and his dribbling's actually quite good as well. 3-star. But he's got medium work rates this time, which is beneficial. That was a change. I believe he was high last year, which meant that he just ended up all too far back. Diego Costa, another work rate change. He was he's high medium now, high last year. High medium is probably my favorite work rate for strikers, so that's very good to see. James Rodriguez, that World Cup hype. I guess he did have a pretty solid season last year. Yeah, he picked up a few inform cards as well, but that Madrid move, that World Cup hype, boosted him up a few points. 86 rated overall, above 80 in 4 stats, and he's even got 72 physical, which means he's just going to be a machine of a CAM. Neymar, this is going to be one, you love it or you hate it. The Neymar rating, 86. That's pretty high. It's 2 up from last year. He's finally made a left wing, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He's a skiller's wet dream. And to be fair, he's a wet dream for a lot of people that aren't skillers as well. He's got nice shooting, great pace, great dribbling, pretty okay-ish passing. He'll work wonders in that false 9. Please be good again this year, EA. Please let that formation be good. It's so fun to play. Well, I guess it's not really a form. It's a form of the 4-3-3. My bad. So I think they're playing off Neymar's potential rating right there, that 86. I mean, we saw glimpses of it many times last year. And he's kind of one of their poster boys with the 5-star skillers. But you got Hummels, Özil, Mueller, and Royce, the Germans, the champions. They're coming in hot right there. And Mueller is hoping they'd give him a high-medium work rate. It's a high-high. High-medium, that's what Royce got. Medium-low for Özil. And Hummels is high-medium as well. All those guys I will use, and I will more than likely enjoy. Di Maria falls prey to the high-high. Maybe it won't be as big of a deal this year. Maybe it will. So only time will tell with that. But Di Maria falls prey to that as well. Sergio Aguero, 86 rated high-low. That is awesome for a striker as well. That means he's going to be doing everything that he can to get in behind the defensive line while not even giving a flip to come back on defense, because he's just so interested to get in behind their line, which makes for a lot of nice over-the-top through balls. Hey. All right, Wayne Rooney, Yaya Toure. I thought Yaya might be actually jumped up a little bit in rating. I kind of saw Yaya as more of like an 88 rated player this year, and that is not the case. Xavi 86. Vincent Kompany comes in as an 86 as well. Remember, that's the same rating as Hummels. Robert Lewandowski as a Bayern fan. I'm sitting here smiling because that is a wonderfully rated striker. 85 dribbling, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 81 pace, 84 shooting, everything you can ask for. He's actually got better passing than Neymar as well, or so it says on the card. But 78 physical, we'll have to see kind of where that comes into play, or how the physical rating is actually determined. I'll definitely look at that when the game drops, whether it's just jumping and heading, or what other stats are going to fall into that as well. Luka Modric, 87 rated. Woo! Luka got that upgrade treatment. And a high medium work rate, which is, I don't know, it's kind of brutal because he does have 71 defending, which is nice, and you want to use him as a CDM, but sometimes he might get caught out of position. I think an 87 rated Modric is, a lot of Real Madrid fans are like, nice. That's what we were hoping to see. Let's see, David Silva's moved out to the wing, so he's not going to be as expensive this year anymore, not in the least, because those stats that he has are not stats that people are hoping for as a winger, but slap a Hunter card on him and he should be good to go. Thiago Silva, medium-high work rate. That is awesome for a center back. Sergio Ramos, high-medium. Not exactly what you're hoping for, but if you play a little hybrid with Sergio and Thiago, then you might be able to have it swap out. 87 rated. Gareth Bale. And I actually think this is about right. I got a lot of... Excuse me, hold on. I'm going to have a little sip of the agua fresca. Alright, so Gareth Bale, 87 rated. I actually thought that he would be... I think that's about right. I really do. And I got a lot of stick for saying that. Let's look at right-sided players. So you got Thomas Mueller that's rated below him, which I think is fair. And then you've got, I think it's only Arjen Robben that's rated above him. Which I also think is fair. Now, obviously, Gareth Bale didn't have his chance to, state his case on the World Cup, but I think looking at Gareth Bale's stats, could you ask for much more? 94 pace, 84 dribbling, 83 shooting, 83 passing. I don't think that you can. And so I think that he's rated pretty fairly there. He also has 3-star weak foot, and I can't say... Yeah, it's probably about right, too. Philip Lahm's made a CDM. I cried a little inside. I was really hoping he'd still be a right back, but they kind of butchered his pace a little bit more even. So it falls better for him to play in the middle of the park. And I was hoping that they'd give him above 90 passing. They did not do that, but he's high, so you can actually use him as a CDM this year. Last year he was high medium, and so when you use the CDM Lahms, he was just like, oh, playing striker, and you're like, dude, bro, come on. I really want to like this card, but what are you doing up there? I can't have that. Falcao and Van Persie, Manchester United strikers. Oh, their attack on foot. The links will be real. Only time will tell. Medium, low, high, medium, both can obviously be good players. Eden Hazard's going to be good. Franck Ribéry retained his 5-star skills, which is awesome. And I think that's in there. Bayern got some love, though, this year with their ratings. High for Schweinsteiger again in the midfield. He's closing in on under 60 pace. And it's like, come on, guys. Is he really that slow? I don't know. Suarez, 89 rated. That card is ridiculous. He should be loads of fun to use. Iniesta, 89. Still some love out there for Barcelona. Manuel Neuer, they're 90 rated. That is just, he is going to be the go-to keeper. If you can fit him into a hybrid, you will fit him into a hybrid. He is going to be 100% the keeper that you see on more Ultimate teams than not, if they can afford him. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is only 4-star skills. And I say it like that because there was a huge uproar on Twitter, and frankly, I don't care at all that he's 4-star skills. I challenged you guys, and I'll do it again. Go ahead and send me a clip on Twitter, or not even, yeah, send me even a clip on Twitter from the past year why you think he should be 5-star skills. And we'll have a little chat about it. Arjen Robben high low, which for a right mid kind of sucks. For a right wing, it's kind of awesome because they're going to be trying to get in behind those left backs that are pushing a little too far forward. Cristiano Ronaldo, that high low as well. He's got ridiculously good stats. And the other debate was, hey, should Ronaldo not be higher rated than Messi? Like, look at the stats, right? Well, Messi 1 is EA's cover star, and that means there is a contract undoubtedly somewhere in there that says that Messi has to be the highest rated player in the game. And you guys are going to be like, yo, Japes, they're legends that are higher than Messi. I guarantee you Messi's Team of the Season card or Team of the Year card will be higher rated than all of those legends. There you have it. The mystery of contracts has been solved. So that is where we're going to leave it with that. Whether you love Messi or hate Ronaldo, in-game stats last year, Ronaldo had a higher total amount of stats than Messi. So you could argue that he was actually higher rated, even though the overall rating in the game, what does it matter? Come on. What does it matter at this point? Messi's EA's cover star. I don't think anybody's going to complain about having Messi as their cover. Unless, of course, you're a Real Madrid fan, in which case some of you might hate Messi. But beyond that, I think everybody's going to be A-okay with it, just like I am with ending this video right here. I'm going to have a little chat about the legends with you guys tomorrow. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Web app drops next Wednesday, and that is when the path to power will begin. I don't know why I'm talking and singing. All right, so that is where we are because foot is coming back. All right, that's how we're ending this finally. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.